Let's go over here. So we have many different houses here, but they're aligned to promote community. We have better internet in the community center. We don't have big boy cooking in these houses because we want them over there doing cooking together, eating their meals together. That's where they do their classes. But this nevertheless provides a private space. Now this one, in every house, have a dedication plaque. A donor buys these houses and then dedicates it to a valued veteran. And you see there's many that are dedicated. Down the way there, we won't go down there now, but is a house that's dedicated to Captain Sam Walton, Military Intelligence, U.S. Army. That's the Sam Walton of Walmart. So there's a lot of different houses that people want to help veterans, and so as they want to help veterans, part of that is to buy a house, dedicate it, and this house right here has had many veterans in it before. You'll see here we have somebody living in this one. They're kind enough to allow us in, and so you have microwave, fridge, no stove or big boy cooking. You have, this one has a loft in it so you can store, or people, we've actually had a family of 4, 2 teenagers living upstairs. And then we go back in here, you have another area for a desk, or if a family could put bunk beds here, nice restroom facilities. And then back here you see you've got a room. This one happens to have a double bed in it. So this one is very comfortable, a Patriot to live in. Out here in the community area, we have a garden. Clearly a bonfire. There's a bonfire down there, pit. That's critical for veteran community and things. This will be overflowing with various types of vegetables and plants in the community garden. Right now it's winter time, so you don't see all that. And then this is just a ownership. There's a multiple cohorts. A cohort is usually 6, 7 people that are together, and this notion of teamwork, community, dignified work to provide purpose, self-esteem, doing their classes together, they're in all small group together and things. All of that is really powerful, and that's what we call a holistic integration, proven best practices. And it's this integration that's really important because, you know, God made us, says in the Great Commandment, love the Lord your God, heart, soul, mind, strength, and your neighbor as yourself. And the net is that those are all, we're fearfully and wonderfully made, and those are all integrated. And so as we deal with, for instance, sleep hygiene, well, sleep hygiene is good so we're not grouchy, emotional wellness, relational health, but it's also good because it replaces the neurotransmitters, and if we're not careful, one of the primary causes of suicide is also sleep deprivation, lack of replacement of those neurotransmitters, and we start stinking thinking. So very smart, logical people will do some and say some and think some really dumb things when they're in that acute sleep deprivation. So there's all sorts of this interactivity between the different elements that God made us out of that we really have to consider. And I found that there's no silver bullets. You know, something that'll help one person is not what the other person needs or that will help them. So we really have to be discriminating about what therapies, and clinical therapy is very relevant, but so is equine therapy, so is art therapy. You just saw some amazing art, if you will, carpentry work that some people did. Well, that is therapeutic for some of our veterans, even more than sitting in a clinician's office. So there's all sorts of therapies that we do here. The Japanese have something called forest bathing. We have about 350 acres of forest, of pasture, 1.5 miles of Big Otter River frontage. I had an Apache pilot from Fort Lewis who was here. We did about 2 hours around the property. He said this is more valuable than 2 years in my counselor's office. So you get the point. And now we better go to the word of the day and enjoy lunch with people.